already know, the DC universe is back, baby. It's back.
I'm gonna cry, bro. This is gonna make me cry, bro. Bro, you've been texting me all morning long, bro. Like, yo, today's the day. We're gonna get the
Do I
news.
sound like that?
In my mind, you
Today's
did.
the day.
In my mind, you were like, today's the day. Keep on lookout. And then you were like, yo, 5 more minutes. And then I was at work and I had my computer on and I have Twitter on and I'm kept all I do was calling somebody, blah 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 blah, hitting that refresh. Nothing yet.
Oh man.
Talking to people like blah 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 blah. Refresh. Nothing
So
yet.
you were on it. You were on it. Tell us
I was on it, bro.
what did James Gunn say? So we find after months of waiting, years of waiting, what's next for DC? We finally got some light.
Yes. We did get some light, bro. So first of all, one of the first quotes I think that he said was that is great that I actually put it here. He said, "As many of you know, DC DCU has been disconnected in films and television for a long time. We all know this. We all agreed. Our job is to come in and make sure DCU is connected in film, TV, gaming, and animation. And this is the best part of it. And the characters are consistent, played by the same actors, and it works within one story. So for me, what that means is, if you play the Flash, Kev, you're gonna be coming out in a game,
Movie?
an animated show or movie, and then you're gonna be translated into real life also. Bro, these actors are about to get paid. These
Hell
actors are
yeah.
about to get
That's you,
paid.
bro, and they're gonna be
Think
young.
about it.
And they're gonna be young because I think that there was a recent talk around Batista and Batista. Oh, Batista always wanted to be play Bane, but I think it's confirmed where it's gonna be new young actors, and I think Batista said it himself that he's too old to be Bane at this point.
Yeah. And hey, you know what's a good thing is that he actually had a talk with James Gunn and kind of understands. Like, we all wanted him as Bane, but he understands that, hey, I see James Gunn's vision and I totally agree. And I think that they should bring in young actors because they trying to go for the long run. And I think
Yeah.
that's that's
So like,
that's correct.
yeah.
You know,
So
you're
like,
going 8 to 10 years.
yes, I
You
was
need
just
a
gonna
good
say that. I was just gonna say that you're doing the games, you're doing the movies, and you might be in TV shows. I'm not saying I don't think that like just because you're get hired by DC too, he's saying that hey, you got to do all three. Maybe there will be, but that's a long
but
commitment too.
yeah. Yeah, but main characters are going to be coming out. Like Superman, for sure, it's probably going to be a game. So it's probably going to lead into a Superman game, and that's going to be the same actor. And other games. I don't know. Maybe they're going to do different games out of it because the lineup is nuts.
Yeah, what's the lineup, bro?
The lineup is nuts. So he said that the first chapter of the DCU is going to be called Gods and Monsters. With that only, you already know what's coming. And so for the movie franchise, we're having Superman Legacy. So that's gonna be dope. He's gonna be a younger Clark. Um, there's a little story. He says this about Superman Legacy. He said, "With our story, we wanted to take it away from the good guys versus bad guys. They are really good, almost saintly people, and Superman is among them. There are really terrible villains like Gorilla Grodd or the Joker, and then there's everybody in between them. So there are all these shades of gray which allow us to tell complex stories." And that's what he said about just the Superman. So that's pretty dope how they're trying to keep that Clark in trying to keep the Superman into the humanity like that's Superman. Like, you're trying to keep him there. So I can't wait for that. The next movie that I'm super excited for this because they're introducing somebody that we all wanted. We did get a Robin once with that Batman and Robin thing, and yeah, so I'm gonna talk about that. But he's coming out with the next Batman installation for the DCU. It's called The Brave and the Bold, and it's
Hmm.
Batman and Damian Wayne, his son, because that's James Gunn's favorite Robin, and he's bringing in Damian Wayne, his true son. So what that tells
Hmm.
me that, and he said that they are gonna bring other Bat family into the movie. So that means that we're gonna have an already established Nightwing,
Nightwing. You already know. I was just thinking that if oh man.
a Red Hood,
Yep.
okay, because Damien is the last one, and you're gonna have Red Robin, that is Tim Drake, and so that only, and it's gonna be Batman knowing that he has a son and trying to like, no, you can't kill people.
That's
Okay.
gonna be crazy. That's gonna
And
be
then the
crazy.
next one, Swamp Thing, they're doing a Swamp Thing movie. They're doing one that is kind of like threw me off a little bit because I did not know about this one. It's called The Authorities. The Authority. And it's a group, they're kind of like dark Justice League. They were
Yep.
formed by Superman. Um, and one of the great things, Kevin, you know what I like about this? The Authority, they come from Wildstorm.
Oh man, don't tell me they're gonna open up that universe too.
I remember I told you if I want bring in the, I bet you they're gonna any money bet that James Gunn gonna bring Grifter into the DCU.
Oh man,
That's like the Kakashi of DC.
man.
And so the Authority, I don't know too much about this. So he says this for the people that don't know about the Authority is a very different kind of superhero story. They are basically good intention, but they think that the world is completely broken, and the only way to fix it is to take things into their own hands, whether that means killing people, destroying heads of state, changing governments. Basically, whatever they want to do to make the world better. We'll see how that journey goes for them. Damn, it's kind of dark.
That is.
Uh,
That sounds. They're like
that's
what
kind
they.
of
It sounds like really like characters. You know what it sounds like? It sounds like
the
oh
boys.
man. Yeah, like characters that have like really like gray moral values and standards. You know what I mean?
Very great morality. They say he said they could take out heads of state. That means they could go to like any country and be like, "You the president? I don't like how you run your country, Dad." And then change the government. He's like, "If you fuck up this country, I'm gonna fuck you up." So you think about it. And then the very interesting one that they're gonna bring is Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow. And this one is based on a story that was written by Tom King and Bilquis Evely. Um, and it's pretty much of Supergirl gate like when Krypton exploded, she gets trapped like in a meteor of Krypton, like a piece of Krypton, and she was seeing everybody die while Clark is on Earth growing up. She's seeing people die, so it's her. She's very different than what Clark it was raised. Like she saw people die while Clark was just like seeing a whole new world flourish before his eyes. So that's gonna be a very different take on Supergirl. Um, I think that he's going rated R with these, man. The way that he's sounding so far, I think he's gonna try to put him rated
Bro.
R, but still make him comic book enough to be like, you know what I mean?
Well,
Because you're talking about
I'm thinking like like Suicide Squad kind of vibes. Not like that, like everything has to be funny, but I think it's gonna be James Gunn and Peter Safran style. It's gonna be their style, and it's gonna be good. And he mentioned some things too that I thought made me think, hey, some characters might not be leaving. Like he said Waller, and then he said Viola Davis. So that means that we already know Suicide Squad is part of this universe, baby.
Yes. Well, we all know that Waller, the Viola Davis Waller, came out in the first Justice League, but I guess they're going to erase her from there and keep her. I mean, she did a great Waller though. So she did a great Waller. So I can't blame him for bringing her back. You know what I'm saying? She's like the
Yes.
in reality, she's like the Nick Fury of bad guys. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's going to a series. So that's interesting. They're making a Waller series that is between Peacemaker season 1 and season 2. So it
Okay.
takes. Remember what happened to her in season 1 in Peacemaker, that she's like went in there and they like just capped a whole bunch of people.
Yeah.
So I think they're gonna go a base of that.
Okay.
The other series that you're gonna be excited for, and I already see you smiling because you already know what I'm gonna say.
I'm ready for this one.
Lanterns.
I'm
I
excited
love
for
the
that.
name. I'm glad that they didn't have to put Green Lantern in front of it. I like how you just call it Lanterns, and it's gonna be he said kind of like True Detective, but out of space with Hal Jordan and John Stewart.
Wow. I'm glad that they're
You
having
got your
both.
wish of having John Stewart, and I got my wish as Hal Jordan. And I said, and I told it before, I think they should do that. You cannot have John Stewart without Hal Jordan. I'm sorry, that's my opinion. Um, but it's true. You cannot have a Hal Jordan without. I mean, you cannot have a John Stewart without Hal Jordan. Um, and I can't wait. I can't wait. I'm super excited. How excited are you for
Yeah.
this one? Because you've been waiting for this one. This is the one
I'm
that
really
you've been like,
excited.
ah.
Green Lantern is one of the characters that I've always wanted to see done well in live action. Uh,
What,
you
Ryan
know,
Reynolds
with
didn't do good for you?
no, Ryan Reynolds didn't do it for me, man. It didn't do it for me. Also, I was really hyped when they were gonna make Diggle into a lantern in the Arrowverse, but that didn't happen. So, and then to find out that when in the Snyder cut of DC, we do see a Green Lantern, but he's in the movie for like 2 minutes, not even like fucking like 30 seconds,
And got killed.
and then he got killed. So I'm finally happy that they're bringing justice to this character and these characters of the Lander Corps. I can't wait to see more of the Lander
Oh, and
Corps.
he said, yeah, that's what I was going to tell you. He said that you are going to see more lanterns in it. So,
It's gonna be exciting, bro. It's gonna give me, you know what it's gonna give me like when you think about it, it's probably gonna be like how you see um Marvel do their shows with like Sword, like Sword and those kinds of stuff. It's gonna be very exciting seeing these come to life.
yes.
What else they got, man?
Um, this one, I'm not, I tell you the truth, I'm not very familiar with this one. It's called Creature Commandos. I don't know if you know about them. I'm looking for them here so I can tell you this. I don't know too much about it. I know that one of the characters in there is the father of what's his name, Rick Flag. So it's Rick Flag Senior. So this is
Also,
what
they
it
might they
says.
might do like a throwback story, like a throwback kind of story.
Probably it's called. I don't know if you're looking at the picture right now, but is you can see Weasel in the corner.
He's in the
You can see
fucking
Weasel in the corner.
yo. Weasel is back. That means
Weasel
Weasel is
is
gonna be
back.
back.
From those, are you watching it? From those characters, which one looked dope to you, bro?
Man, there's like a ghost lantern. I mean, a ghost rider kind of character in there. Actually, is that not? No, actually, is that this guy from Suicide Squad, El Diablo?
Oh shit, could it be? Let me see. It says right here. So in the image, going from left to right. So the first one is Rick Flags Senior. There's a guy with a shirt that
Yep.
kind of looks like an older version of the Rick Flag from the Suicide Squad. Um, and he's going to show up in other stuff. Then Nina Mazursky, Doctor Phosphorus, Oh, so Nina Mercersky is the fish lady. Doctor Phosphorus,
Yeah,
como
phosphorus.
like phosphorus.
And then we got
He's a Batman
Frankenstein.
villain.
We got Frankenstein, and then we got
Eric,
Frankenstein's
wait,
bride.
Eric Frankenstein. He has a
And
name,
then
bro.
we got the bride of Frankenstein, and then oh, who's the lead? Who's leading this? Seems like going to be leading this, and then we're gonna have GI robot, and then we're gonna have Weasel.
First of all,
That's gonna
I
interest. That's
love
an
the name
interesting
GI
gang,
Robot.
man. Yeah,
I like
that's
the name
interesting.
GI Robot.
That's an interesting gang right there. Hmm.
So this is gonna be the animated series, and from the we already seen Weasel live action. So and he said that they are gonna be characters that you are gonna see in the animated series that are gonna come to life and then go back to the animation. So that's gonna be
That's
pretty
pretty dope.
sick.
Yeah.
Um,
And what else we have, man?
this one I'm actually excited for because
You've been
I
wanting
said
this one.
yes,
You've
I've
been
been wanting
wanting
this
Booster
one.
Gold, right?
Booster freaking Gold coming for a TV series. And I'm already thinking of somebody that he's probably gonna cast as Booster Gold, and this is just me. For some reason, last week something was talked about. I'll get into it in a second. And suddenly, like Booster Gold is like a TV series, right? That's kind of like coincidence for me, right? So Booster Gold is coming. I'm excited for that. Everybody know who Booster Gold is. We're having a show with Booster Gold, so I'm excited for that. But for some reason, I'm getting a Chris Pratt feeling, bro.
You're wondering. You might
I'm getting a Chris
maybe,
Pratt
but
feeling.
is it gonna be animation, or you think it's gonna be live action?
A live action.
Live action show.
He last week, or was it? Was it last week or 2 weeks ago when he said that a lot of the Guardians of the Galaxy 3 cast is gonna come with him into the DC. And for some reason, it's just this itch, bro, that Booster Gold is gonna be Chris Pratt.
Didn't you fan cast him at one point?
I think I did. I think I did, and I don't know. I just have this feeling that it. I looked at the picture, like the picture that's on the website that I showed you. Look at that picture of Booster Gold and tell me he doesn't give you like a Chris Pratt feeling. Look at the
Yeah, he
picture,
does. He
and I was
does.
just like, I don't know, bro. Kind
Yeah,
of like
yeah.
give me that Chris Pratt feeling. So I don't know, guys. Well, guys, what do you guys think? If Booster Gold will be, what will be your fan cast for Booster Gold? Let us know. And the
What we
last
have
one
last?
is Paradise Lost. He said that he's gonna do like a Westworld
Westeros.
Westeros of Game of Thrones kind of feeling. So of this is where Wonder Woman grew up, and I don't know if it's gonna be like the past going to it maybe it could be like the kind of like Game of Thrones season, the new Game of Thrones that it went back to the past and then
Interesting.
show the birth of Wonder Woman at the end. I'm
Maybe
not sure how they're
it's
gonna
still
do
gonna
it.
be interesting because it sounds like it's gonna be a lot about. Damn, yo, why is it uh Wonder Woman's race of people?
The
It's like right off the tip of my tongue.
Thaddeus,
Amazonian. No, the Amazonians.
Amazonians, right?
So
Amazonians.
so it's gonna be interesting because it's probably gonna show like a lot of like political drama too in the show. Like, oh, who's it's gonna be about? Maybe it's gonna be about that, the formation of Amazon.
Yeah, because okay, so yeah, so I was right. I was right. I was reading this right here. I told you it's. I think it's gonna be based on the past because Saffron even said so. This is what they said. Saffron said this is a Game of Thrones type story about Themyscira, Paradise Island, home of the Amazons and the birthplace of Wonder Woman. This involves all of the darkness, drama, and political, and you said it, political intrigue behind the society of only women. And then Gunn said it's an origin story of how this society of women came about. What does it mean? What are their politics like? What are their rules? who's in charge, what are the games that they play with each other to get to the top. I think is really exciting. And then Saffron said the events really take place before Diana's birth. So this is even before
It's gonna be way back,
Zeus.
probably.
This is even before Zeus came and said,
Oh no, maybe we might meet characters like that. Zeus. He said
"Yeah,
it says gods and monsters. So
gods and monsters,"
yeah,
and
they're
so
still
that's
gonna
pretty
have.
much what he came
So
out and said.
what's gonna happen with the other DC projects like Batman? You know, there's a part two coming out. Joker, a dancing Joker movie, like
A musical,
a musical Joker
a
movie.
freaking musical of the
You know, we got,
Joker with
and then we still
Joaquin
have
Phoenix and
and
Lady
then
Gaga.
and then we have the beloved Teen Titans Go, which I love. But what does it mean for these projects? Because we recently got news that two shows got canceled: Doom Patrol and the Titans movie, the Titans show. They got canceled. But what does it mean for these other projects that are going? What did he have to say
So
about that?
so pretty much on the other projects, it's gonna be like the Batman Part Two. It has been announced. It's coming out in October of 2025, October
But
3rd,
he called it
2025.
something else, right?
Yes. So the Batman Part Two, the Joker, Teen Titans Go, they're gonna belong to a separate universe called, and kind of like they did in the comics, called DC Elseworlds. And so I think they're gonna do like a lot of the solo projects are gonna hit Elseworld.
You never know with this guy, man, because if Marvel can pull off getting Tobey Maguire and and Tom Holland to be in the same movie and Andrew Garfield to all be in the same movie and being from different studios, bro, imagine we get a scenario where we get uh just when we get Infinity and not Infinity War, Infinite Earths, Battle of Infinite Earths. Imagine when we get to that point in DC, they can bring back all these types of people.
Well, by the time they do that, bro, like Henry Cavill's gonna be old. Robin Pattinson's gonna be old. I wonder who's gonna be the new Batman. Right, that's gonna be interesting to see. First of all, I'm excited for one from all these. Okay, from the top five movies, which one are you more excited for?
I'm
To
mostly excited.
Yeah,
I'm mostly excited to see Superman Legacy. It's just
yes,
I want to see a good Superman story being told, and it seems like Legacy. It's gonna go back to his origins. We're gonna learn more about that, and probably it's gonna take place a lot of him. You know, we're gonna get to see this character, and I think that it's gonna be good. I think it's
yeah.
gonna be good.
I
All right,
think
I
I'm
would
more
say
excited for the Brave and the Bold.
that sounds really
Just
cool too.
because just because of Damian Wayne.
Yeah, yeah, I can
Because
give
we're
you
gonna
that.
have a good young Robin, not like the old Robin that came out with Chris O'Donnell that he was like 30 and he was playing Robin. Like it didn't look right. You know what I'm saying? So to see like a young Damian Wayne and how crazy Damian Wayne is, like what was it in the animated series Titans? Young Justice. Damian Wayne was pretty nuts. After he came out after the other season, kind of that was Dick at first, and then now for the shows, which I don't even have to ask you which one are you excited for most in the shows.
Lanterns, man.
Lantern, I'm Booster Gold. You guys already know that. And he's one thing that he said pretty interesting was that he said like so Shazam leads into the Flash reboots the DCU that leads into Aquaman, and Aquaman 2 leads into the new Superman. So I don't
No, he
know
does. I
what
don't
that
think he said
means.
that. Did he say that?
Yes,
I don't think he said that
yes.
the Superman movie is connected to the
No,
Aquaman
no.
movie.
He said no, no. He didn't say connected. He said that it leads into it. That has nothing to do. I don't think that's gonna be like connectivity, because somebody asked him about the whole Henry Cavill being fired, and he said we never fired Henry Cavill because we never cast him as Superman. That was their
Oh,
own thing.
bro, wait. What if I just got a theory? What if he
I
does
like theories.
Henry Cavill still, but then they do Superman's son. Superman's son is Superman Legacy.
I don't know. I put on Twitter and I put James Gunn on, and I said, "Hey, since you're introducing Damian Wayne, Damian Waynes, Damian Waynes, not Damian Waynes, Damian Wayne, are you going to introduce Jonathan Kent, and then we're going to have a Super Sons? Like, come on, that would be cool." But he said that he's for his Batman. He Henry Cavill was not cast. He wants a younger. Remember, he's
Wait,
trying to
wait.
drain.
As Batman or Superman?
I mean, Superman. Superman. He said that Henry Cavill is not cast. He said he never got fired by me. He said this is him talking. He never got fired by me because I never cast him. He wasn't casted for his Superman. Remember, he's doing a full reboot, bro. He's rebooting everything. He's gonna start off with Superman that actually is coming out, and he already said the date. He got plans for this shit. He said it's coming out July 11th, 2025.
I can't
He
wait,
wasn't
man.
even playing. He said a date, bro.
I can't wait. I can't wait to see what's more and what's gonna happen with DC. It's gonna be great, man. I'm super excited. I trust James Gunn and what he's gonna do.
I do
But
too.
let us know, Geekers, what you think about this announcement. And let us know if you think any of these projects are going to be good, because we're looking forward to them. So let us know. Hit us up on social. We will be putting some questions up. And thanks, y'all, again for joining us for another episode of the Comic Guys podcast with your hosts Kevin and Angel, coming to you straight out of the multiverse of geekness with a brand new episode for you. And make sure you check us out on our Comic Guys Gaming. And again, Geekers, make sure to follow us on wherever you get your podcasts and on YouTube. Peace out.
Oh, and remember, let's geek out. Peace.
Let's geek out.